AKwaaba. Welcome back to my channel. My name is AC Coquette, and this is What's the Wahala AC, where we discuss all the wahala from the week. Do you guys like my hair? I'm feeling it a bit, but you know, it's just for this Halloween season because Halloween is coming up. It is spooky season, but you know what's spookier? The wahala. So let's get to it. It is time for our big three.
Cause we the big three, don't need a big speech. We made the biggest impact, check the spreadsheet.
So starting off our big three is Lizzo slash Kanye. Kanye last week commented on Lizzo's body. Another one that is giving unsolicited advice and unsolicited comments that do not need to actually be heard. No one cares about your body shaming comments, honestly. And I usually don't start off with my opinion, but I don't like that whatsoever. He went and did an interview. It was a 2-hour interview that I don't think many people watched, to be honest. A lot of people are over Kanye right now. That's another thing to get into. All the comments that Kanye has said, how black people feel about him right now. It's another conversation to get into. But he made some comments in this interview saying that people supporting Lizzo's weight are having demonic views, or it's just demonic to think that way. And that is crazy. And he said his good friend Lizzo. Oh, he said his good friend Lizzo. I wouldn't consider you a good friend if you were saying these things about me on national television. So yeah, you tried it, just like Ari Spears tried it. And Lizzo responded back by saying, during one of her concert stops, she addressed the crowd and she said, everyone in America seems to have my name in their mouth, and she's just minding her fat, black, beautiful business. And I think that is a beautiful response to all what Kanye has said, what everybody else is saying. Like, please, please, please. It is not hurting you what Lizzo's doing or how Lizzo is living her life. It is not hurting you. So please keep your comments to yourself and maybe worry about what is going on with you. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next story. Goodness gracious. So Quavo, Quavo, as you know from the Migos, he released a song last week, I believe. Before I get into that, you know that he dated Saweetie prior and they broke up. And so he put out a song and the lyrics say, I said, Carisha, please, cause she too messy. B F'd my dog behind my back, but I'm not stressing. You wanted the gang, you should have said it, we would have blessed it. So he says Carisha please because Saweetie just went on Carisha Please in an interview about a couple weeks ago. And she was asked about her relationship with Quavo. She did her best to dodge the questions and she didn't really give us anything, but I guess he was still butthurt that she went on the show and she discussed him in general, and so that is why he put that out. A lot of people are alleging that Saweetie had relations with Offset, who is with Cardi B at the moment, and people are alleging that that is who he is talking about because Amigos right now are separated. They're not really working together as a group. And also a week prior before this, Travis Porter, the group, they came out and said that the Migos aren't together right now because of a girl. They use the B word, but because of a girl. And so all of this is making it seem like it is Offset who Saweetie had relations with, and that's why they're not together. From my perspective, first of all, it's nobody's business who Saweetie's with. And I think that Quavo is writing off the fact that a lot of people are saying that it is Offset, so he put this song out. Because when Travis Porter said that, a lot of people were saying this. I think also somebody tweeted that at Cardi B a couple weeks ago. And so it's just like, okay, now you're adding fuel to the fire because you already see people coming at her saying these things. And then I just also think that, I don't know. I don't think it's Offset. I honestly think it's Lil Baby, but this is all alleged. I don't know who it, and he could also be lying. This could all be a lie because, yeah, Anyway, but if it is allegedly Lil Baby that she was with, that would make more sense because I believe that the Migos and Lil Baby do not really get along. But whatever it is, that is her own damn business. And for him to capitalize off of the fact that everybody is already talking about the situation, it just makes you look crazy, because she really did dodge those answers, and she said that she really did love him and really loved their relationship. She had nothing bad to say. So for him to go back and say this is just, it's not classy. And lastly, for our big three, Coachella is suing Afrochella. So Afrochella tried to trademark the name Chella, and Coachella was like, ooh, yeah, no, we're going to sue you. A lot of people are like, why are you doing it now? Why are you doing it now? But they didn't know that Afrochella was trying to trademark a part of the name. And Coachella, if you didn't know, the festival is named after the area that it's happening in. The area is called Coachella, which is why it's named that. And so I wouldn't say that Afrochella is the first organization to use Chella in the name. There's many different entities that have used Chella in it. So they're not the first, but I do think that because, you know, Afrochella is getting popular now too, it's like, okay, we could get some money from them. I'm pretty sure they've known about Afrochella from the beginning, but they didn't really feel like it was something that they needed to touch before. And now that they are seeing the impact and a lot of people are trying to attend this, I do think that they are taking that into account of why they want to sue them. Now, that's not going to stop the party from happening. Afrochella is still happening. It is still called Afrochella for now, so that is what we're going to leave it at. And until they have to change the name, then that's just what we're going with. Alright, you guys, that was our big three. Let's head to our weekly wrap up. An anonymous Warriors video coordinator was paid by TMZ $2.6 million to release that video of Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. Lil Baby, Nicki Minaj, Pete Davidson, Kane Brown were all featured in the new Call of Duty commercial. They got that bag. Cynthia Bailey and Mark Hill are getting a divorce. It is official. They are separated and will be getting a divorce soon. Nicki Minaj's Rap Snacks finally hit the shelves, and they were sold out twice in the first day. Who else? Who else? Also, UC Berkeley will be offering a course on Nicki Minaj this coming spring. Y'all know I don't live too far from Berkeley. Ghana ranks #1 with the highest food increase by 122% in sub-Saharan Africa. That's crazy. That's definitely a problem and something that should not be happening. There is an Afrochella Day Party that will be happening on October 30th at Altitude Beach in South Africa. So if you are there, or if you are in Africa and you want to make it out to South Africa, Afrochella will be throwing a day party there. And lastly, Egyptian archaeologists want the British Museum to return the Rosetta Stone. Alright, you guys, that was our weekly wrap up. Let's head to what's on my playlist. What's on my playlist? What am I listening to? What am I watching? What am I getting into? I am listening to Little Miss Fine 9 remix. Okay, last Wednesday, I record my videos on Wednesday, so I couldn't have talked about it when the video dropped. But last Wednesday, Nicki dropped a remix of the remix, because she was on the remix with Skang's. It's Skang's song, and then she decided that she wanted to create her own remix of that song. Skang is still on it. He's still on it, but add 9 other people, or 8 other people, 8 other women on the song. They all come from the Caribbean, mostly Jamaica, and then there's someone from Trinidad also on the song. It is great. I love it. It's not too many people for me. I don't know. I love it. I loved everybody's verse. The end is my favorite. Lady LaSure's verse might be my favorite. Spice did really well too though, and the last girl. You know, I don't know. I just love the whole song. It is great. Add that to your playlist. And lastly, Black Sheriff also released a new album called The Villain I Never Was. It is good. I'm still getting through it, but please add it to your playlist. Add a Ghanaian artist to your playlist because I know there's not many in there. So add Black Sheriff because he's good too. As you know, I love to end my show with some positivity and some great vibes. This week's message is life is a beautiful mess. I really hope you cannot hear that car. Okay. Life is a beautiful mess. There are so many things that go wrong in life. There are so many situations that you want to work out, how you want it to work out, and it usually doesn't. But then once you get through it, once you're given time, then it ends up being like exactly what you needed. And you're just like, how does it work that way? Just wait on it. Like, it always works out, and you're always going to have something to be appreciative of when it comes to this life. There's always something to be grateful for. There's always something that can come out of whatever situation that you're in. So instead of trying to focus on all the bad things that are happening, focus on the good things as well, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't be where you are if you didn't go through what you're going through. Medase Pan, thank you so much for watching What's the WHATSTHEWAHALAESI. I will see you all for a new episode next week. Bye-bye.